the news.
Hi, I'm Tessa with Brainrot News with a few bits of news for you to choke on from March 19th. The UN just dropped its latest climate report, and in shocking news, we are absolutely, thoroughly, unequivocally cooked. Last decade, hottest on record. CO2 levels, the highest they've been in 800,000 years. We are sprinting towards ecological collapse, like it's an Olympic event. The people in charge don't even pretend to care anymore. Fossil fuel companies are still raking in profits. Governments are still approving new drilling projects like we've got a spare planet lying around. Billionaires are still flying private jets to climate summits to discuss how sad it is that the pores are going to burn. And if they ever get around to doing anything, it's always some half-assed carbon offset scheme that does nothing but make them feel better while the world turns into an oven. But don't worry, I'm sure Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos will swoop in and save us the second they figure out how to make money off of it. And if they don't, well, there's always Mars. Too bad we won't be able to afford a ticket. In Turkey, President Erdogan has decided democracy was cute while it lasted, but now it's time to go full dictator. His latest move? Arresting the mayor of Istanbul, one of his biggest political rivals, because if there's one thing strong men love, it's eliminating the competition. At this point, Erdogan isn't even trying to hide it. He's just running the standard autocrat playbook. Silence the media, jail the opposition, crush protests, and wrap it all up in a nice shiny package labeled national security. What is the US's response? Nothing, not a zip. Authoritarianism is never a problem when it's happening in a country we do business with, and why would it? We're basically doing the same thing. Erdogan is tightening his grip on power, and the so-called leaders of the free world are watching with all the urgency of a turtle crossing the highway. Sure, let's keep pretending democracy is sacred while we let the fascists do whatever they want. Columbia University has officially signaled that it's willing to comply with the Trump administration's demands to get its $400 million in federal funding back. Faced with the choice between defending academic freedom or bending the knee to political pressure, Columbia seems to have pulled out the world's tiniest calculator and decided that principles are expensive. Among the demands, a ban on masks, because nothing screams freedom like regulating what students can wear, increased campus police presence, because nothing says learning environment like more surveillance, and putting the Middle Eastern, South Asian, and African Studies Department under what is essentially government oversight. Nothing says free inquiry like placing an entire academic discipline under government supervision. If this sounds familiar, it's probably because it rhymes with authoritarianism. And just to be clear, compliance doesn't guarantee that Columbia actually gets the money back. No, that would be too logical. Instead, they might have to keep performing additional reforms until Trump decides they've been sufficiently humbled. That's how education works now. Universities are expected to grovel for funding while pretending this isn't a blatant attack on academic freedom. Other schools are watching closely, not because they admire Columbia's strategy, but because